How's everyone doing? Today I'll be reviewing Hustle, the 2022 sports drama basketball movie starring Adam Sandler. And if you've seen Hustle, definitely let me know what you think of it and let me know what your favorite basketball movie is. My top three would be Hoop Dreams, Rebound, The Legend of Earl the Goat Manigault, which I think is so underrated, and then Above the Rim. And the latter two definitely need a Blu-ray release. And Hustle is directed by Jeremiah Zagar and has LeBron and Maverick Carter as producers and Adam Sandler as an executive producer. It had a limited theater release and then is released on Netflix. And I think it's going to blow up on Netflix. I think it's going to do so well on that platform. It's a straightforward sports drama concept that we've seen before. It does have its cliches, but it's not schmaltzy, and it has a lot of sincerity and heart. The two leads here, Adam Sandler and Juancho Hernan-Gomez, are really the driving force, and they have great chemistry. The whole cast, in fact, was from top to bottom, had great cast chemistry. And it's about Adam Sandler, who is a talent scout for the Philadelphia 76ers NBA team, and he's kind of down and out. He had the opportunity to be an assistant coach. Robert Duvall was the owner. He passed away. And Ben Foster, who's such a great actor, is the son, and he kind of clashes with Adam Sandler. You see that early on. And he basically says, we're going to take you out of the assistant coaching job and bring you out again as a traveling talent scout. So he goes all over the world, essentially, and he hates this. You know, he's missing his daughter's birthday. He says he misses it 9 years in a row. And Ben Foster says, oh, well, essentially, if you want to keep this job, that's your chance. If you find a next big star prospect, you can come back and be an assistant coach. So everything's riding on that. He's kind of down and out. And that's one thing I really like about this movie, the character development. You can see the sorrow and despair in Adam Sandler's face. So Adam Sandler as Stanley Sugarman is so good in this role. And he goes to Spain, and on the trip to Spain, he, just by happenstance, goes to a street ball game and sees Bo Cruz, a street ball player who's kind of hustling people, and he, talks him in to going with him to America, again from Spain, and kind of changing his whole world. And he's very reluctant at first, and I love what he does with Dirk on the phone. He shows that he knows Dirk and that he actually is somebody. He's a real talent scout, and that's one of the things too that I love. The cast was incredible. So many stars, and it's, NBA stars, Hall of Famers, street ball legends, and one players. It was really cool to see Professor and coaches, television stars and sportscasters and stuff like that. And when you see the end credits, there's so many lines for himself. So many people playing themselves. But one star who really surprised me was Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, who's playing Kermit, the villainous character here. He was so believable in that role, so friggin' good. That trash talk was epic. He really impressed me in that, and makes me think of Kermit Washington as well. Looked it up back in the day with Rudy Tomjanovich. Ben Foster again, Robert Duvall. Queen Latifah plays Adam Sandler's wife in here. UNITY. But just a star-studded cast, and Dr. J, just so many people, too many people to name, but just if you're a basketball fan, you will love this, seeing all of these stars here. Incredible. And I think the 76ers as a team and Philadelphia as a city was just a great choice for both for this film, because Philadelphia loves an underdog story. It was great to see a bunch of current 76ers in this movie too. And I think that just, again, added into the realm of the authenticity of this film. So Stanley Sugarman convinces Bo Cruz to come over to America with him, and, sets him up in a hotel, and, it's going to be on the 76ers. But after a confrontation with Ben Foster's character, he's basically quits and says, I don't need this anymore. So he's essentially paying for Bo Cruz after that, his whole trip there. And he's trying to get him to the draft combine and see if another team will pick him up. He's, hitching everything he has to him. And Bo Cruz doesn't realize that initially, and then he figures it out, and he kind of has a big confrontation with Adam Sandler's character because he feels like he wasn't being honest and open with him and transparent. And then, they realize they have to work together to make this happen. So Adam Sandler's character not only discovers Bo Cruz, but he nurtures him too. He's his oak tree, his roble. And there's just so much going against the both of them to get Bo to the NBA draft combine. More things come out about Bo Cruz's past. And then, you actually learn more about both of their past, which, again, I appreciate the character development. And that really stands out here too. And so they have to work through all of that, and if they keep trying to get him to the NBA draft combine with the help of Kenny the Jet Smith, who was a former college teammate of Adam Sandler's character, and now he's an agent, and he's trying to actually get Adam Sandler to become an agent as well. But he says, he wants to stay in the NBA. He wants to coach. That's his, his lifelong goal, essentially. Hustle is a tale of redemption and underdogs, and it has a wide array of emotions, and you really become invested in the characters. Excellent cinematography and pacing. I believe it clocks in just under 2 hours, and the movie flew by. And another thing that I really appreciate about Hustle is the international market here. You see a lot of international players: Dirk, Luka, Boban. Boban was so great in this. Some of my favorite moments in here, and to me, some of the most hilarious scenes were with Boban. Of course, it stars Adam Sandler, and there is a great mixture of humor throughout the movie, but it is genuine and not over the top. Lots of inspirational dialogue throughout, and genuinely heartwarming. And one thing I noticed right away for this movie is the excellent soundtrack. That just blew me away. I absolutely love the soundtrack here. And I love the showcasing of the basketball talent, from the street ball games to the pro talent games. Of course, it helps having all of that NBA talent there. You can tell that it's actually authentic, the basketball that's being played, and it's not doctored by any kind of shots, which I've seen in other basketball movies. So I definitely appreciate that. And if you're a basketball fan, I think you'll appreciate it too. You can tell when it's, not authentic. And I've seen that in other movies, which I'm not going to name. But this one definitely excels at showcasing the basketball talent here. Again, there's a wide array, but great balance of emotions. And one of my criticisms of the movie would be, there are cliches. It is formulaic. But I think those things actually work because it is satisfying. And I will say maybe they could have cut down some of the training montages. There's so many training montages. But I look back to other great sports movies like Rocky, for instance, utilizes a lot of training montages. And another great Philadelphia movie right there, which again, there's nods to Rocky in this movie. It definitely has that authentic Philadelphia feel. And again, underdog story with Rocky, nods to that, but just the shooting locations, just the way that people talk to, it definitely feels like it's grounded in Philadelphia. Sandler's passion for basketball definitely shines through, and I love seeing him in another dramatic role like this. He's been great in other dramatic movies: Punch Drunk Love, Reign Over Me, Uncut Gems, and he's proven that he's more than just goofy comedy movies. Adam Sandler is a genuinely talented actor, and he deserves more recognition for that. And I can't wait to see what he does in the future in both the comedic realm and the dramatic realm. And of course, there is conflict with Adam Sandler's character as the talent scout who wants to be the coach. And he's been in the NBA world for, 30 years, essentially. And he's, going back and forth with Ben Foster's character, who's now taking over as the owner. And then there's also drama and conflict with Ant-Man, Kermit, and then Juancho Hernangomez, Bo Cruz, and them going back and forth as these stars. And I love Anthony Edwards, the trash talking, and just he was so exceptionally good in that role. It's a classic basketball tale infused with a modern take on it, especially with the social media aspect and promoting Bo Cruz, the BOA, and all the different gimmicks there, which I think really works for this film. And I think it'll really, it's going to appeal to older audiences and younger audiences. Exceptional cinematography here. Again, just incredible the way that this film was shot, not just the training montages, but all throughout, and especially the basketball games themselves. Hustle is a touching story with outstanding performances. While Hustle is formulaic, it is an excellent basketball movie and one of the best of its ilk that I've seen in years. If you're a basketball fan and you like basketball movies, you will love Hustle. And even if you're not a basketball fan, I think you can really appreciate Hustle. Just a great range of emotions and just, again, tremendous performances. And it's just truly heartfelt, and that shines through. The interactions, especially from Adam Sandler and Juancho Hernangomez, is just genuine, and I just love their back and forth, the jokes, and you just believe that it's really authentic, and you're rooting for them. How can you not? And I really liked both of their characters. Pretty much everybody in here, that they're human, they're flawed, and they're still good though. They're trying to work through things. And it's just, again, another thing that I've said this a bunch in this review, they're genuine. And something like that really stands out. They're not cardboard cutouts. Great development of the characters. And it just, you look at them, you can see the emotion on their faces. Sometimes a look can convey so much, but the cast was just so great here. That's one of the reasons this film really works. Overall, I give Hustle a 9 out of 10. Again, let me know if you've seen Hustle and what you think of it, and let me know what your favorite basketball movie is. Leave me those comments down below, and I hope everybody's doing well. Take care.